Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Indie Digest. Today we are looking at an early access game. So take everything that is about to be said with a pinch of salt and the knowledge that it may have between months to years to actually finish. Probably months, no idea, don't quote me on that, never quote me on anything. Now, this is Sunless Sea. It is a rather interesting, quite artistic, sort of a mix between a choose-your-own-adventure game and Sid Meier's Pirates? Maybe? Sort of? Okay, let's have a look at it, shall we? So, we're going to hit new game. I've got a bit of a game going, don't worry about it. That is a shark with a thing that stops it eating people. Hopefully, I mean, it could still technically fit a person in that. Depends whether it could chomp, I suppose. We can't really see the top of it. Let's assume they know what they're doing. So, Captain's making. 3 decades ago, in the reign of Victoria, London was stolen by bats, which makes perfect sense. Now it lies a mile below the surface. So this is based in a universe called the Fallen London universe, I want to say. It's something to do with a board game or a story or something or other. The point is, everything is underneath where it used to be. Sort of, kind of. Look, don't question it. That's not important. What's important is that the vast black sea beyond London, a sea which is yours to explore. So, we can just go straight in or choose a pass. Let's choose a pass. Let's see what options we have here. So, we were either a street urchin, a poet, a veteran of the campaign of '68, an ordained priest, or a natural philosopher. Eeny, meeny, miny, poet. Let's see. So, as a poet, we have gained 25 pages, 1 slide navigator, 20 echo, the history of a struggling poet, and we have lost You're a Stranger. This is how the game is sort of presented in quite a. It is actually in quite a board game sort of style, and that you're sort of given these things and things are taken away as markers. So, like the marker of a stranger is taken away. The history of a struggling poet is given to you, and then these other things are would be your little tokens. So this would, if you're familiar with board games, this would actually be quite up your street. However, it's also got elements of those choose your own adventure books, hence all the different options. Okay, as early access, we only have 2 possible win conditions, I guess. Fulfillment and wealth. Then there is also, I guess, going to be a story mode to find your father's bones. Maybe an empire management to create a kingdom, and just a straight up probably a bit of a sandboxy explore mode. Look, these aren't modes, these are like victory conditions, but it seems like they will sort of influence the direction in which you wish to take it. So I want wealth. I'm going to be all about the money. I mean, I'm not, this is going to take 20 minutes, but our ambition is now to retire in a life of luxury. Cool. So we can now choose how we're addressed. Madame, Sir, Citizen, My Lord, My Lady, and Captain will probably do. So we'll go through that, and now we get a picture. Let's go with the good hat and moustache. And of course we are Ding. So, Fallen London, deep, dark and marvellous. All voyage starts here. All voyage start here, and this is where successful voyages end. Does that make sense grammatically? Give it a moment. Well, let's give him some time. So I don't think I should close that. London. So yes, these things that come up on the right are the various things you can enter. So we can enter London, or our lodgings, or the tutorial, I guess. These are our various officers. That's me. That is our navigator. And that is our mascot, which is currently a comatose ferret, because why not? See, this is our speed. We can go back half, back full, forward half, forward full, and, stationary. How terrified we are, how hungry we are. That's going up. I should probably make sure to be docked. And that's something to do with temperature and fuel, and it's weird. I cause problems with it. Look, I'm not very good at this. So, first things first, there's a lot to do, by the way. There's a lot to do in this game. And there still isn't much that is in this game. No, never mind, that's just locked to us. That's not actually going to be added. That's something's added. I just can't do it. So let's go to the Admiralty's Survey Office. Ask them if there's anything they need. They wish us to visit Guider's Morn in the Corsair's Forest, somewhere not far from home waters. Thanks for that. That is very, very helpful. It's somewhere. Brilliant. And let's just ignore the rest of that. I don't want to deal with it. Let's go to our lodgings, read the papers. That will give us one recent news marker to trade with people. And everything else is locked. So let's set out, shall we? I could spend forever here just going through all various things, and you got a hold with fuel and supplies, and this is where you keep all your stuff and your upgrades to your ship. Journal is, of course, once it goes through, it seems to hold your like your what would you call them, markers that say what you are. I'm a mariner. And of course my circumstances, like what lodgings I have, what my past was, if the commission I have. Other things will of course come in here and allow you to keep track of everything. Officers, for some reason it isn't giving track of my only officer, but it doesn't matter. Shops, I'm not going to deal with that right now. Suffice to say there's a shop, Echoes is the currency. And the shipyard, you can buy bigger ships, or I think there's a way to upgrade your current ship. That might just be through buying upgrades for it in the shop. But suffice to say, there's a lot to do in town. Okay, so, and it all goes through that nice sort of clicking through message. So if we go to hire more crew, we have, we actually did it. So I just spent 30 echo for 2 crew. And we got a hearts challenge. Did we gain hearts, or was that? No, that was a skill roll, I suppose you could refer to it as. If you're familiar with, I suppose it's like D&D, though I think it's might be closer to another one of those tabletop role-playing games, that everything is rolled against your various skills. So hearts and veils and pages and mirrors and iron. Is that a skill, or is that I think it's a skill? Look, it's a bit confusing. It doesn't really use your standard old school sort of things, so you have to take everything just as it is. So let's get started, shall we? This is the other part of the game. Obviously part of the game is that choose your own adventure style. The other part is how you get to the various places, and you do that by sailing around. While you're sailing around, you can just stop and have a chat with your people if you want. That guy can, if we have one secret, we can improve our mirrors. Cool. And the ferret will just be, let's not mess with the ferret, just leave that alone. So there's a monster. We can see it. If we turn our lights off, maybe it won't see us. Worth a shot. Let's bump up the speed and just get away. Actually, no. Let's show combat. So full reverse, actually half reverse. Yeah, it's not it is WASD, but it's not your standard sort, because it does work in the top left with the like full half reverse sort of thing. So the Auroral Megalops. There's a lot of lore on every single thing in this game if you wish to read it. I do not. So it is a 77% chance rolled against our veils, which is that, to flee, or we can choose to fight it. Let's see what the fighting mechanics take. So the basic principle is that everything in the world is very, very dark. You can't hit it if you can't see it. So if we look at the various attacks we have, these are all the skills we have. This is them, this is us. It only has 5 life. You'd think, shoot it once. No, no, no. Because a simple salvo requires 50 illumination. Currently we have 0 illumination. So in order to see it better, let's throw up some flares. Now these illuminate the enemy, but also us a tiny bit. We can also just seek them, which means we go closer to them and see them better, but it takes longer. And there's potent flares, which will do everything we need faster than flares, but it does require the fuel. And then there's all sorts of things we can do. There's also observe. That's a way of getting information if you want that sort of information victory. but it does mean you're not fighting it. So for now, let's just deal with getting rid of the damn thing, shall we? Where is the pause button? There's the pause button. So it's paused currently. It's all real time. Both take place simultaneously. So we're sending up flares. It's simply seeking us. So we should get that 50 illumination we need much faster than it, hopefully. And then we can fire a simple salvo that costs, yeah, it doesn't cost anything, just fire a simple salvo and it's dead. So now there's three potential, well there's three potential choices we can do with this. We can butcher it for supplies. Currently we have 5 supplies, I think that's the bit that designates it. So there's a lot of things in this game, it still confuses me a bit. We can record observations if we spent 3 turns observing it, or did 3 of those observations. Obviously everything takes different amounts of time, so it's not strictly turn-based. Or we could try to dissect it for knowledge. Now apparently we have a 100% chance of success based upon our pages. I'm guessing poets start with extra pages, so this will be very easy to dissect. Let's do that, we don't need supplies right now. A crab full of conundrums. You set to work with your knives and acids. It is an undistinguished adolescent specimen, a megalops of one of the deep sea crab species, but its eyes, normally vestigial in these troglodytic beasts, are large and rather beautiful. The golden glow is almost gone now, although sparks leap now and then to your knife. Dear me. Yeah, if English isn't your first language, good luck. Really, good luck for this game. You've gained 1 fragment. Cool, not entirely sure what those are, but we got them. Discover monsters and location to gain fragments, enough fragments, and they combine into a secret. Ooh, and then we can trade secrets for, is it veils? Maybe. Or maybe secrets can trade for something else, or maybe fragments can trade for something else. I don't know. Point is, we got one of them. And it was a page challenge, so it was very easy. Excellent. Well, that is a thing. We didn't spend anything, we didn't lose any life. Very simple, all done. So what else can we do in this mode? Well, we can do full power, which burns, it puts up the engine temperature, which can potentially damage us, but I think it gets us that little more speed. We are running low on fuel. How did I manage that? I do not know, but let's maybe swing back to London. While we're doing that, I'll show you there's the Z-Bat search. We send a bat off, it's like the old school sending a, what do they send? A dove? Not a dove, seagull? I don't know, they sent something off. But it found Hunter's Keep in some distance to the northeast, so let's mark that on the chart, which we can find there. Yep, see, so the Z-Bat has said there's something there, we know of this. The world's quite large, by the way. The world is really quite large. Don't even think there's not that much content in this game. There is a lot of content. Don't know how much is in it yet, but, well, there's more than I've seen, so fair bit. Oh god, we're running low on fuel. Quick. Full power. You don't have to worry about reversing into dock. It will turn you around. That's just a nice little thing. Part of me says maybe you should have had to, but nah, this probably makes sense. So the lights of London welcome you home. Collect messages from the harbour master. Someone wants to sign on. Something has changed in the Neath. Is that a thing? I don't know what these things are. Sorry, this game confuses the hell out of me. If you want to play this game, you have to want to play this game. It is confusing. There's a lot of things in it that are just a bit unintuitive. It's probably the nicest way of saying it. Yeah, so there's, oh god, we have these stories. Someone wants to sign on. I don't know how we go about signing them on. They're probably in London. If nothing else, we should figure out how to refuel our ship. See, hire crew, ship in dry docks. Do we need to do that? Let's try that. Oh, this is how we repair and upgrade. Or just repair. Do something, I don't know. See, even repairing is a massive pain. Look at this. So they cost 15 They cost 30. So they're cheaper, but they have a reputation for cutting corners. So I guess it's going to roll the die. Yeah, this is, like I said, this is a bit of a choose your own adventure. It's a bit of a role-playing game. So I'm guessing that's going to roll the die to see if they mess up. Interesting. And if you have the Admiralty's favour, 5 of which you can get cheap, good quality repairs. So, you know, just I suppose the further into the game you are, the easier it is to get better stuff. Not sure what you require for these. Okay, you need all sorts of stuff. I don't know how you go about getting those. Here's the thing, a lot of the time it will say you need various things. It isn't going to necessarily be very clear how you go about getting said things. But it is quite nice that it does tell you why. I mean, you know, it's a bit of a toss-up. On the one hand, it doesn't tell you how to get in. On the other hand, it is quite clear why you can't get in. So in this case, we can't go to the university because we don't have an anti... No, wait, hold on. Unlocked an antiquarian no more than 0. No, so, right, because we don't have a secret. Sorry, that's a different thing. That'll be a reason why you're not allowed in there, I guess. Probably. Did we get fuel? We did not get fuel. Do we get that just upon leaving? We don't. Doc. How do we get fuel? Do we have to buy it in the shop? Crate of human souls. Bit of a dark game. If you like Lovecraft and stuff, this is the... just pretend the entire world's actually been taken over by the old ones. That's probably... Oops. About as close as you're going to get. Let's see my lodgings. No. Shipyard. There we go. That must be it. Maybe. No, that's where you buy ships. Okay, London. We've been to the... Right, maybe if we go to the docks again. No. Okay. Okay, that's good. I've spent a load of money, but I got news and lost some terror, which I apparently also managed to get some terror, so great. Oh, it's only like 10 metres outside the dock. Yeah. Horrible world. Very horrible world. So yeah, we can... I can't find... Maybe... Wait, is 9 how many extra barrels we have? I think that might be how many extra barrels we have. It must be. Maybe. Naval surplus. Look at all the things. There's so many things. Fuel. Fuel. Yes, I have. Buy for 10 echoes. If I buy one, yes, okay, so I have 10 barrels of fuel. And they're 10 echo each, and now I have 0, so I'm going to have to make some money before I go to the next thing. Well, let's go have a look at that one thing there, and then I'll probably call this video so I don't spoil too much. But yeah, my basic idea is so far I am really rather enjoying this game. It seems like it's got a lot to it. It seems like a fascinating world to sit down and just look through and explore. There's a thing there, let's avoid that. Oh, we can repair. Interesting, apparently you can bash into buoys. But yeah, apparently you can do some repairs on the fly. Perhaps those require specific things, I'm not sure. Hunter's Keep. Oh yes, yes. Now, I think they were supposed to be adding a randomised element to the game, to the actual map layout. I don't know if that's added, I don't know if it's an option I've got to tick. But I think they're adding that. But as far as I know, a lot of this isn't exactly random. So yes, Hunter's Keep. We can present ourselves at the house, we can walk in the gardens. This is one of those very much choose your own adventure styles. So what we just came to this weird house on an island. What do we do? Let's spy on them. So yeah, stuff, and let's go recon it. Stuff. Let's present ourselves. More and more stuff. There's a massive story. There's more than I'm willing to read at this given moment. So if you want to explore this world, I would highly suggest trying it out. If it interests you in the slightest, it's a very well put together game. You have to want to get through it, but if you do, I think there's a lot here to see and explore and enjoy. So that's the best I can say about this game. It's on Steam, it's early access, so don't know when it's out. Will be at some point, probably, I assume. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you next time.